Hi, I'm Karen. We're here at Montavilla Sewing Center, and today we're talking about the Baby Lock Celebrate Serger. In this video, I'm going to show you the accessories that come with your serger. Make sure and check for some of your accessories here in the accessory tray. You have a little packet of them right in there. First of all, we have the instruction and reference guide. Really a lot of good, useful information there. And here we have the foot control and power cord with a single plug for both cords right there. And this is the dust cover, and it's important to keep your machine covered up in between uses to keep the dust especially off the thread so it doesn't get down inside the machine. Then we have these spool caps, and these are meant for household sewing thread. So if you don't have the exact color that you need in your serger thread, but you do have it in your household sewing thread, you can use household spools. This would go on the top and this would go on the bottom. And you've got 4 of them for the bottom and 4 for the top. But most of the time you want to use serger thread like this. This is Maxi Lock. It's a really good quality serger thread. You want to use good quality thread in your machine. And these are cone nets, thread nets for your thread. You would put this on the type of thread that tends to want to unspool by itself. Some of the slinkier threads tend to want to do that. And so this keeps everything well contained until the thread comes off the top and flows through your machine just nicely. Then on your machine, you're going to have these cone holders. Now this is for the kind of thread, the cone thread that has this nice wide bottom here. The spool pins are just single spool pins, but this will help keep that cone from wobbling around as you're serging. So these should be already on your machine. Then we have these 2 tools here. Now these are for taking your needle plate off, like if you're going to clean it or if there's maybe something caught underneath. But because the needle plate needs to be adjusted just right so that it's not too far forward or too far back, it's best to bring in your machine to have the needle plate taken off and adjusted. It's a good idea to bring in your machine anyway for regular maintenance, just like you bring in your car for regular maintenance. Now this little guy is a looper threader. I'm not going to undo it right now, but basically think of it as kind of like a drain snake with a loop at the end of it. This would be really good for threading thick threads like this Maxi Lock stretch, which is a loftier thread. Might be kind of hard to get that into the looper ports. This is a great tool for that. This is also good for drawing thread through to help clean the tubes of the loopers. Here we have the upper knife of the cutting assembly. Now, they give you just the upper knife because the upper knife tends to be the one that is more likely to get dull. It's a slightly softer metal. So you have this here, and I show in the maintenance video how to replace that. This is also something that you can do since you already have the part. You can just bring it to your dealer and they can adjust it for you if you want to. Now, here are some really nice tweezers. You can see they're a little bit hooked at the end, really good for just taking those little individual threads. If you need to catch a thread with the loop of this, you can do that. Really nice for doing a serger. And here we have the smaller screwdriver. This is the one that you would use for removing your needles or putting them back in. You use this on the needle clamp screws. Now those needle clamp screws are small and could get lost, so they give you a couple extras just in case you lose one. Just make sure that when you take a needle out and you're going to leave it out for, say, rolled ham or something, that you tighten that needle clamp screw again. But if you forget and lose one, you've got 2 more. And then you have a set of needles. You have the HA by 1SP is the type of needle. So you could get a different brand, but make sure you have that same type. You have 7511s, which are a smaller, finer needle, and 9014s, which are a larger needle. You have 3 of the 9014s because this package holds 5, so you actually get an extra one here. Just make sure that when you replace your needles, they're the same type, same size, and same age. You don't want to have 2 different kinds in your needles. Okay, and then, last but not least, very important tool is your cleaning brush. When your serger serges, it cuts off the edge of your fabric, and so that's going to produce dust and lint. You want to clean regularly, clean that dust away from there. Moving your hand wheel, I have a video on taking care of your machine. And then this right here is very important because this makes it so that it's much easier to insert your needles. That's a needle inserter. So you put that there, it holds your needle in place while you tighten it with a screwdriver. Really nice tool to have. Check out our other videos on this machine. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. And if you have comments or questions or ideas for other videos you'd like to see, put those in the comments area down below. We have lots of other videos here on our Montavilla YouTube channel, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Bye.